What's up, recorders?
It's me, Pod Dogs.
Welcome back to the record. You got music for us today or nah?
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, I do have music for you. That's it.
Oh, sure.
Sorry. Copyright, I can only give you so many seconds of that.
Okay.
There we go. All right. And we are back. Pod Dogs in the house. I'm here with Matt, Bobby, Theo, and myself. I'm Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi, Brian.
Hi. What's up, dude?
Wow.
Goddamn.
You know, Ryan's my favorite Pod Dog member, if I'm being honest.
Same.
Oh, yeah?
In top three goes Ryan.
True.
I like that. Yeah, keep that as your top three from here on out. So for today's show, what we got going on for everybody, we are going to, well, after our personal updates and some anecdotes, we're going to get into a game that Bobby has for us. I don't really know what this game is. Any details there, Bob?
We're gonna test your religious and gaming knowledge at the same time.
Religion. Okay.
At the same time.
Yep.
Very interesting. After some games, we'll get into a song that Matt shared with us. Get some reactions off of that song. No idea what type of song it is. And then we'll do some boring stuff because a lot has happened in the past 2 weeks. Politically.
Nerd stuff.
Yeah, nerd stuff. Very fun. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. Matt, what have you been up to?
Let's see. Not much. Following a lot of this geopolitical stuff. It's kind of a little bit in my interest lane, so I'm always rabbit holing things about it. Other than that, saw the fam, saw the friends, and not much.
Wow, I like how he says not
Missing
much.
playing basketball.
He just spent a whole weekend with me. Apparently, he meant nothing to you.
True.
Thanks, dude. Appreciate that.
Oh, I didn't want to share everything.
Did you go to Vegas too?
Who, me or him?
Me, yeah.
No, you, Ryan.
I did. Yes, I did go to Vegas.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I went to Vegas and I rode mountain bikes with our number one fan of Pod Dogs.
With Art?
Yeah.
Shout out Art.
You know it.
Wow. With the Art Rodriguez, the Brown Punisher.
Dude, and he punished the fucking trails. That guy is a beast. It's awesome.
Yes, he is.
So yeah, good time. So if you're a fan of the show and you ride mountain bikes, I might ride with you. Just leave a comment.
What are you, Mr. Bobberton?
Nothing too crazy.
Just being a dad?
Yep, that's about it.
It's pretty good. I mean,
it keeps me occupied enough.
Yeah, probably one of the best things that can be done.
Mm-hmm. What are the what's the milestone of the baby, or what kind of things is Theo doing these days?
I think his next one is more eye contact on purpose.
Okay.
And making noises that aren't just crying noises, making sounds that aren't just crying.
Attempts at communication.
Maybe. Yeah, very, very basic. I'd assume. Ooh, look at that.
I am assuming that you will do sign language, or at least try and teach sign language to Theo. Is that on the docket for you guys?
I mean, if it happens, it happens. It wasn't like I have to do it kind of thing.
Even if it happens, I mean, I don't think teaching sign language is something that just happens.
Why would you do that?
Why would you?
Hand signals.
Yeah.
Is that a thing?
Yeah, because the children or the babies can learn some form of communication, like hand signals, prior to being able to verbalize what they need. So you teach the baby oh, food is I don't know. I think this is from Meet the Fockers or something for poop. But anyway, it's you show them a hand signal and they can kind of communicate with you very basically. Oh, the baby.
I didn't know that.
Baby needs food, or the baby needs to poop or something.
Yeah, Chelsea's brother does that. Their kids do sign language.
It could be helpful. Huh. Yeah.
I mean, doesn't hurt.
No.
They do a lot of this.
Satan be gone.
Ah, ah.
I do wish I learned sign language. I feel like sign language is just a good language to learn in general.
Yeah, it's a good random skill to have. Dude, my chair's gonna break.
I mean, I felt like it would have been really great when I did go to bars and they were loud and I was ready to leave. Just give you some sign language, like fuck out of here.
Yeah, you did do that. You're like,
Yeah, you're right. I did. I do know sign language. There you go. Let's get out of here.
I understood that.
yeah, I knew what you meant.
But I don't even know who I'd talk to in sign language nowadays. So, you know, let's play a game.
You want to
Let's
play a game?
I
play a game.
I don't think I have that sound.
I love Tesla.
Oh, nope, wrong one.
Good enough. Good enough. You love Tesla. Okay.
Tesla.
So my first question to you will be:
Whoa. Describe the game. Is it just quizzes?
I am describing the game.
Oh, okay. I heard question. I thought we were just jumping right into it.
Yeah, it is a question. So my first question to you is: if you had to rate your knowledge of Pokemon on a scale of 1 to 10, current Pokemon all the way up to date, what would you give yourself out of 10?
Current Pokemon?
Yeah, all the way up to the new guys.
Whatever the number equates to, like, I'm familiar with about like less than 200, but more than 151.
3. I'm a level 3.
3 out
Whatever
of
that
3.
equates.
A 3 out of
I
10.
think I'm gonna give myself a 4.
Because even the
No,
original
no,
like
no, no.
150.
It's got to be a 2. I don't know how many total there are. If
I could
150,
tell you. Let me look at. I should have had this ready to go. But there are currently 1,025 Pokemon.
so I can do about a fifth of that. So I'm about a 2.
Dude, yeah. I might sorry. Going from 3 down. I'm with Matt. I'm down at 2 now. For sure.
Oh, that's good. I think it's better if we don't have a strong foundation for this, because this game is called more. Is it flipped for you guys, or
It
is it
is
right?
flipped.
It
It's
is,
flipped
yeah.
for me.
Huh?
It is flipped.
It's flipped.
Okay.
I don't know if it'll come out flipped on the other way in the.
How about now?
Here we go. Hell
Oh,
yeah.
there we go. Mormon
or Pokemon.
or Pokemon. Let's do this.
So I'm gonna show you guys a name, and you guys are gonna talk amongst yourselves, and you're gonna decide if you think it's a Pokemon or if it's just a traditional Mormon religious name.
Oh God. Okay.
Interesting.
All right, here we go with the first one.
Nephi.
Ooh.
Mormon.
I'm not gonna pronounce this any of them. I'm gonna let you guys do all the pronunciations.
I
think it's Nephi, and I can imagine it being a Mormon.
Nephi? Wow.
Nephi? It might be
Nephi.
Nephi. Nephi's actually sounds. Nephi sounds like a Pokemon. Nephi sounds like a Mormon. So,
But then I see the Nephi now. Like I think of like Neo, like Neyo.
and yeah,
And I'm spinning it up now between the NE and the PHI, which
I'm
phi.
leaning Mormon here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Mormon. I'm with you. Mormon.
Hell
You
yeah.
are right.
Woo!
1 for 1, boys. Both of you. Next.
Is that
Where's
dude
my
actually
cursor?
is he Nephi?
He is now.
He's Nephi. Elgium.
Elgium? Elgium.
Elgium sounds like a Pokemon. El
Mm.
Elgium. That's not even looks like it could be pronounced that way, but that would be more Mormony. Elgium sounds like a Pokemon.
I'm thinking it's like a Mormon god or something, like a Mormon like monster.
I could see that. I could see that.
Like the Elgium came from the ashes and then will eat your soul. So you need to make sure you go to bed at 8 p.m. Like something like that.
And don't drink coffee or the Elgium monster will get you.
So, yeah, like I think it's some type of monster. Elgium. I'm going with it's a Mormon name.
Mormon
I'm gonna
for
go
Ryan.
I'm gonna go Pokemon.
Pokemon for Matt.
Wait. But what kind of Pokemon is it, Matt?
I'm picturing like a yellow flying thing.
All
I have
right.
no
and
clue.
Here are the results.
Ooh,
Dude.
yeah, nice.
What is that?
That
That's
is
an Elgium.
What kind of That's not even like an electric or like a water Pokemon. What is this?
It's
Alien?
yeah, I think it's supposed to be. I don't recall what type it is. It might be like psychic type or something.
Garbage.
All right, on to the next one.
Garbage. Oh Jesus.
Oh, this is I think somebody's telling me
Zerubabel.
Mormon.
Zerub.
Zerubbabel.
Zerubbabel.
Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel.
Zerub.
Zerub.
Are you supposed to say the
Zeru-
B twice in the middle, like the two B's?
I feel like double B makes it hard, like a hard B. And maybe it is a baba.
Because then yeah, it would be Zerubbabel.
Zerubbabel. Zerubbabel.
Zerubbabel. Zer- Uh,
That could be Pokemon, but I'm leaning Mormon.
yeah, I got burned on Mormon last time, but I'm going with Mormon again. And once again, this is like a Zerubbabel is like, I don't know, like maybe
Yeah,
the son of a
Are we
god.
going, Matt? We're going what? What are we going, Matt?
I'm Mormy.
This is a Mormon.
Ryan also Mormy.
It is a Mormon name.
Yes.
There we go. Do we know what
There
these
it
names
is.
are though? Are these people's names or are these like names?
These are
These are just like
these are first names of people in the Mormon community.
Oh wow. Okay. I mean, I shouldn't say wow. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
it's okay. You
Why?
can you can
You
be
say
that.
wow.
You can say wow, dude.
They are
Doesn't hurt anybody.
interesting names. That's all I will say about that.
Zizrom.
Zizrom.
Ah,
Zizrom.
this is one of those ones that I'm feeling Pokemon, but I think I'm gonna get tricked into it's gonna be something Mormy.
I'm thinking.
But like Zizrom, I choose you. I was like, I can totally see.
So I feel like Pokemon names, if you can kind of spell something backwards in the name, that it's an
Yeah.
indication it might be a Pokemon. Like I can.
That was the first thing I did. I tried Morzies, but I don't know what
Yeah.
that means.
I don't know, but it
Interesting.
sounds like
I've
something.
never heard that theory, but that's an interesting theory.
It's like Ekans and
What is
Ekans and
Pikachu
Snake.
backwards?
Uchikaba.
My favorite Pokemon,
Uchikaba.
Yeah, right. Like I think the only Pokemon it works with is Ekans essentially.
And the
Yeah.
evolution.
And the is
Arbok.
it the evolution down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
Arbok.
and
Oh,
Grimer
Cobra.
and Muck.
Okay. Wait a second. I don't know about that one. All right, Zizrom.
I'm going Pokemon.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Pokemon. Double
Zubat.
Pokemon.
Oh,
knew it.
come on. Damn it.
Couple of Morms. It's a nice
Zizrom.
try. It's a nice guess. Nice
All right.
guess, guys.
I'm
Next.
two down. Matt, how many did you get wrong so far?
It's my first one wrong.
That's your first one? Oh, shit.
Damn.
All right. Zekrom.
Morquez.
That
Morquez. We're
Now
going
Bobby's
backwards,
doing it.
right? Morquez.
Morquez. That sounds like a name. Morquez and
I'm
Zekrom.
gonna go Mormon again. Triple Mormon.
Triple Mormon, dude.
Yeah.
Doesn't believe in the roulette wheel. I like it.
No, dude. I'm going Pokemon. I think Zekrom is some type of electric Pokemon. Let's do it.
Ryan, go every Pokemon to rides electric.
Love electric. Let's do it.
Nice. That's sick. That's a cool one.
I don't know what that is. Does it have electric
It's a Zekrom.
abilities?
I think it does have electric abilities.
Let's go Zekrom.
There we go. Zekrom.
Beedrill Dragonite thing. Fuck is
I
that?
think it's like an electric dragon. Next.
Shadrack.
Shadrack.
That Mormon.
It seems too easy though. Like, I don't
I'm going
know.
with it. Trust my gut.
Shadrack.
Trust the guts, dude. Trust your guts. Your guts have gotten you this far in life. 30 plus years of gut trusting have gotten you here.
I feel like a Shadrack Pokemon would be with a K.
I think a Shadrack Pokemon would be
Or
also
without
be
this
leafy.
H.
I think of like a Bulbasaur.
like a leafy electric.
Yeah.
Like a salad? Is that what you're thinking? Like a salad with ranch? Is
A
that
little
what you're saying?
Some onions and
A
tomatoes
ranch
cut in there.
salad? I think you're just reading ranch salad.
Shadrack. I'm going with Pokemon. I feel like it's a big, shady Pokemon. Maybe giant leaves or something. I don't know.
I'm
Shadrack.
going Mormon.
Matt's going Mormon. Ryan's going Pokes.
Yes.
Ugh.
It's a couple of Morms.
I'm 3 down. Matt's only at two wrongs. Okay. Yes. Yeah,
That's
Espathra.
Pokemon to me.
Espathra.
Espathra.
Espathra. Say it like Mike
I
Tyson.
want if I want to know. I don't know if this is like a horse Pokemon or a panther Pokemon.
Panther.
don't know.
Espathra.
Panther. Okay.
Mm,
I obviously, but I'm going with Pokemon
I feel like it could be a female Mormon name.
or a ghost. Oh, because it ends
Spathra.
in A. Pretty sexist.
It is, but is it sexist?
Is it? Is it?
I don't know about that sexist. Espathra. All right, you're going Pokemon?
Yeah.
I need to pull ahead. I need Matt to be wrong. So, but it's been like
Trust your gut.
it's a female Mormon's name.
All right. And the result is
That's a female Mormon.
that is a female Mormon. If you guys didn't know, this is what Mormon believe that women look like.
Oh, dude. All right, I'm 4 down to
Up
Matt's 2.
next.
I think this is also a Pokemon.
Jirachi. It seems
This is one of the first ones that sounds familiar.
It sounds like too foreign for this to be
Right.
Mormon. Like
What, you don't like Jirakai?
Oh yeah, I was gonna think Malachi was the name that came to mind, but Jirachi is almost
Jirakai. Yeah,
maybe it's Japanese. Jirachi feels like Japanese base.
that's what I'm
I'm
getting
going
at.
Pokemon.
Yeah, it does seem Japanese based. Yeah, I'm also going Pokemon.
Talk
get
about
fooled by it.
Pokemon.
Double Pokemon.
So be it.
There we go. There's Jirachi.
There's that cute little Jirachi.
What does Jirachi
Looks like
do?
Theo.
Looks like Theo.
Up next.
Jirachi is said to make wishes come true. That's a pretty dope fucking Pokemon. Gimno.
Gimno?
Gimno.
Gimno? On Mig
Jimino.
Gimno?
Yeah, this name's dumb.
Gimno? 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 This is Mormon.
Jimno. Yeah, it's Mormon. Jimno.
No doubt in your mind?
I feel like no doubt it's Mormon. Jimno.
I'm close with it. I don't know about no doubt, but I can't.
Double Mormons from the
Or
boys.
it's a cute little Pokemon. A little cute Gimno. Yeah, hell yeah.
Mormon.
I really wanted Gimno to be a Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie. But the Mormons took Gimno
Jimno.
before the Japanese could.
Is that the actual pronunciation? Did you like look it up?
That's how I heard people pronounce it.
Rion. This feels like a name, but
Oh,
I could
God.
get fooled.
This is a trick. This is a Pokemon.
I think this is a Pokemon as well.
Lock it in. Final answer.
Yeah. It's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a cute like seal
Cloud
looking.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Or Seal Cloud. I don't know.
I mean, it looks like both put to one.
Rabska. This feels Mormon, but it
Expar.
could be tricked.
You know, every name is supposed to feel like that.
You're
I feel
right.
like it's being tricked in a certain way.
Rabska?
Feels like just like a Mormon girl's name. I'm gonna go Mormon.
I'm going Pokemon.
Wow, finally we got a split. And the result is
Ooh.
Boom.
A scarab. Oh, that's how they got that.
yeah.
Nice.
I believe it's a dung beetle.
Okay. All
Do I have more?
That's
I
3
do.
down. 3 down for Matt, 4 down for me.
Ocean. I'm gonna go Mormon again.
Ocean. Yeah, it sounds like ocean. This is a water type Pokemon, man.
Oh, are we getting another split ski?
Could be a water type Pokemon. I could totally see it, but I'm gonna go Mormon.
You're going
Just
Mormon?
feels more Amish, but I'm gonna go Mormon.
Ocean. I think it's a water type Pokemon. Go play off of Ocean.
Ryan and Matt. Ocean, show me Ocean.
Nice.
Oh, ay. I am not good at this game.
Shamra. This is a Pokemon. This is probably like a whale Pokemon. I think. I don't know.
Wow, I was
That's my
thinking
guess.
about.
I'm locking it.
I was thinking of like a Shamrock Pokemon, like a clover, another
Could
plant
be.
type. Shamra. Oh, or are you
You're probably
another?
right, actually, now that I think about it more. I'm thinking Shamu, which is probably not where they got whale from.
Or is it a Mormon god? Shamra.
And I'm thinking like
Is it Pokemon or is it one of your gods? I'm not sure.
I
I'm
guess
trying to
Is it a
like
cute little critter?
if I anagram it, I can't even think of anything. Hammer? No.
I'm going Mormon. Mormon name.
I'm gonna go Pokemon.
Shamra, I choose you.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
there we are. Is that a male name? Do we know? Or is that a female name?
I believe it's a
Hmm.
female name.
Okay. Mohonri. Mohonri.
I
Mohonri.
can take him if you
I'm gonna go Pokemon just because of numbers.
Oh, based on the last one
Yeah.
we had.
I'm not pressing. I'm not
Mohonri.
hungry because
Um,
Mohonri.
Mohonri is. I'm going. I think I'm gonna go Mormon. I'm going Mormon on this.
Going more. Ryan's playing the numbers game. Ryan's still trusting the gut.
Yeah.
Show me Mohonri.
Ooh.
Mohonri. All right. What if it's like a city name
Got.
too, like the city of Mohonri?
The city of Mohonri.
Zamazenta. I'm gonna go Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm going Pokemon. I'm thinking of Zubat again, and I don't know. It seems to flow really nicely. Zamazenta. The other previous names sucked. They didn't flow
Double.
nicely.
Pokemon.
Double Pokemon.
Double
Corn
Poka.
Pokemon.
Corn.
Oh
Bam.
no.
There
Close
it
to
is.
corn.
There it is.
Show me the corn.
the badass Pokemon.
Do I have more? I do.
I'm gonna go Pokemon here. Fire type.
Sembri.
Yeah.
Mm. I also think it's a Pokemon. Pokemon.
Double Pokemon?
Yeah, it has to be
Going double Pokemon? Show me Sembri.
Ooh,
Those
that's
are
Chris
weird,
Sembry.
weird looking Pokemon.
There's a couple of weird things I don't want coming out of my mouth. And I think we ended on a tie.
Oh,
Nice.
God damn.
Got him good.
Matt, you were killing it in the beginning, and it sounds like
You figured it out.
No, I don't know if I figured it out. I think I only got about half of those, if anything. That was rough. My God.
Yeah, that was fun, guys.
I like that. How long did it
Was
take you to
indeed.
find those names?
Not too long. Just a few. I have another one that I could do in a similar vein. We could do it next time.
I like these games.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Which leads us to I have some more things to share here.
Yeah. Now let's talk about getting rid of brown people.
Mm-hmm. Ice, baby.
Before that, we have a song that Matt found and wants to share with the crowd here. Matt, is there anything you need to tell us about this song? Any backstory to it?
I just like watching reaction videos, and I like to look for good reaction videos. And I think this song has some good depth. The guy is about our age, mid 30s, Welsh dude who has suffered from like psychotic breakdowns, diseases, Lyme disease, but he's a very talented artist.
Mhm.
I've seen the video. A little backstory on the video: it's done in one take, but it took 4 tries, and it's like a live recording.
One take, it only took 4 tries.
From what I've heard, it took 4 tries, but it's done in one take.
Okay.
Very cool.
Yeah,
That's
is
as much
dope.
as I'll give you. I'll let you guys lock in, and I don't know. That's it. It's a little long, 9 minutes. Ryan, you can pause it if you want to pause it whenever you want. I'm not going to tell you to. I might tell you to pause it, but I doubt it because it's long. So go for it.
You know what's funny? I saw my mom watching this video.
Oh, maybe we
She
should
went through the same thing.
turn up the quality.
Have you seen it?
No, I haven't seen it. My mom went through like this thing where she like also watched like these reaction things.
Oh, your mom and I are on the same page. Hell yeah.
So, have you seen those black guys listen to "Sweet Child of Mine" for the first time?
I'm gonna say I'm loving this guitar right now.
You turn off the subtitles.
Done.
Thank you.
Who
You
is
take your
this?
shirt off.
Ren. Hi, Ren. Oh, the pants are already off.
Hi there, Ran. It's been a little while. Did you miss me? You thought you buried me, didn't you? Risky. Cause I always come back. Deep down, you know that. Deep down, you know I'm always in periphery. Ran, on your pleased to see me. It's been weeks since we spoke, bro. I know you need me. You're the sheep, I'm the shepherd. Not your place to lead me. Not your place to be biting off the hand that feeds me. Hi, Ran. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself since my therapist told me I'm ill. And I've been making some progress lately. And I've learned some new coping skills. So I haven't really needed you much, man. I think we need to just step back and chill. Ren, you sound more insane than I do. You think that those doctors are really there to guide you? Been through this a million times. Your civilian mind is so perfect, you're always being lied to. Okay, take another pill, boy. Drown yourself in the sound of white noise. Follow this 10-step program, rejoice. All your problems will be gone. Fucking dumb boy. Nah, mate. This time is different, man. Trust me. I feel like things might be falling in place. And my music's been kinda doing bits too. Like I actually might do something great.
He's talking to himself, right?
You noticed?
Like yeah.
It's like a bipolar. It's like a subconscious bipolar talking to your good versus evil kind of thing.
Let it be known that I am actually very bad at being able to understand lyrics and music.
You need the subtitles, go for it. But sometimes it gives away the like it's ahead of the song a little bit. But if you want it,
No, we'll leave it
Totally.
off. But like that's so when I listen to music, typically I kind of drown a little bit on the lyrics and just listen to the sound of itself, like the music being.
You can do that.
Yep.
How's it sound?
I am in love with the fact that it's very simple. It's literally
Mhm.
just him on a classical guitar. That's it. There's really no
Yep.
there's nothing else, and it's him and his voice, and it sounds great. And yeah, but the visual here, in case if you're just listening to this, it's one single person in a hospital gown with the guitar on their lap, sitting at a chair that's like beat up in a room that is essentially old and deteriorating. Like the walls are peeling paint, and it's kind of grungy looking. And
And the lights are dynamic to the music.
yeah, like one side is kind of darker, the other side of his face is like lighter. Is that what you're talking about?
You'll notice the lights in the background like flashing in and out with the tempo of the music.
Okay. Oh yeah, I noticed. Yeah, the light did flash a bit. I was like,
Mhm.
that's he probably wanted to do that for a specific purpose.
Mhm.
Yeah, no. So far, I'm digging this, dude. This guy, this is art. This is art.
This is art.
Modern day art. Let's keep going.
Hi, Art.
Hi, art.
And when I'm gone, maybe I'll be remembered for doing something special with myself. That's why I don't think that we should talk, man. Cause when you're with me, it never seems to help. You think that you can amputate me? I am you, you are me, you are I am we are one. Split in two, that makes one. So you see, you gotta kill you if you wanna kill me. I'm not leftover dinner, I'm not scraps on the side. Oh, your music is thriving, delusional guy. Where's your top 10 hit? Where's your interview with Oprah? Where are your Grammys, Ran? Nowhere. Yeah, but my music's not commercial like that. I never chase numbers, statistics, or stats. I never write hooks for the radio.
Like the
They
lights
never
are way
even
more
play me,
stable
so
when this
why would I
guy is
concern myself with
talking.
that? But my music is
Like
really
the sane one.
connecting. And the people who find it respect it. And for me that's enough, cause this life's been tough, so it gives me a purpose I can rest in. Man, you
Chaos.
sound so pretentious. Ren, your music is so self-centered. No one wants to hear
Nice.
another song about how much you hate yourself. Trust me. You should be so lucky, having me inside you to guide you, remind you to manage expectations, provide you perspective. That thing you neglected, I get it. You wanna be a big deal, next Jimi Hendrix, forget it. Man, it's not like that. Man, it's just like that. I'm inside you, you twat. No, it's not, man, you're wrong. When I write, I belong. Let me break the fourth wall by acknowledging this song. Ren sits down, has a stroke of genius. He wants to write a song that was not done previous. A battle with the subconscious, Eminem did it. Played on guitar, Plan B did it. Man, you're not original, you criminal rip-off artist. The pinnacle of your success is stealing other people's material. Ren, mate, we've heard it all before. She sells seashells on the seashore. Fuck you, I don't need you, I don't need to hear this. Cause I'm fine by myself, I'm a genius. And I will be great, and I will make waves, and I'll shake up the whole world beneath it. That's right, speak your truth, your fucking god complex leaks out of you. It's refreshing to actually hear you say it instead of downplay it. Music is all about the creative process, and if people can find something to relate to within that, then that's just a bonus. Fuck you, I'ma fucking kill you, Ren. Well, fucking kill me then, let's fucking have you, Ren. I'ma do it, watch me prove it. Who are you to doubt my music? Cause I call the shots, I choose if you die. Yeah, I call the shots, and so I choose who survives. I'll tie you up in knots when I lock you inside. Newsflash. I was created at the dawn of creation. I am temptation. I am the snake in Eden. I am the reason for treason, beheading all kings. I am sin, with no rhyme or reason. Son of the morning, Lucifer, Antichrist, father of lies. Mustopheles, truth in a blender, deceitful pretender, the banished avenger, the righteous surrender when standing in front of my solar eclipse. My name is stitched to your lips, so you see, I won't bow to the will of a mortal. Feeble and normal, you wanna kill me? I'm eternal immortal. I live in every decision that catalyzes chaos, that causes division. I live inside death, the beginning of end. I am you, you are me, I am you, Ren.
What did this guy go through?
He'll tell you a little bit at the end. He has a slight monologue at the end.
This is great, by the way.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Yeah. It's like like his lyrics flow very nicely.
Mm-hmm.
It's very enjoyable to listen to. I don't know, and I'm just appreciative of the fact that I feel like this is something I could never do.
Oh yeah. Yeah. This is like actual like artistic talent and skill, like on a different level.
Yeah, like Ryan, write a 9-minute monologue song that is decent.
Battles with your subconscious between good and evil.
Yeah, and that
Play
is
both
good enough
sides.
for people to listen
Yeah.
to.
And show me your vocal octave range at the beginning.
Oh man, yeah, I like the way the intensity and the energy that each character is played just completely different. It just switches back and forth. All right, let's see what led to all this.
Hi, Ren. I've been taking some time to be distant. I've been taking some time to be still. I've been taking some time to be by myself, and I've spent half my life ill. But just as sure as the tide starts turning, just as sure as the night has dawned, just as sure as the rainfall soon runs dry when you stand in an eye of a storm. I was made to be tested and twisted. I was made to be broken and beat. I was made by his hand, it's all part of his plan that I stand on my own 2 feet. And you know me, my will is eternal. And you know me, you've met me before. Face to face with a beast, I will rise from the east and I'll settle on the ocean floor. And I go by many names also. Some people know me as hope. Some people know me as the voice that you hear when you loosen the noose on the rope. And you know how I know that I'll prosper? Cause I stand here beside you today. I have stood in the flames that cremated my brain, and I didn't once flinch or shake. So cower at the man I've become when I sing from the top of my lungs.
Okay.
That I won't retire, I'll stand in your fire, inspire that me to be strong. And when I am gone, I will rise in the music that I left behind. Ferocious, persistent, immortal like you, we're a climate different side.
This would be one of the gnarliest campfire songs to listen to.
It would be, yeah, a campfire song. That's a good way to put it.
When I was 17 years old, I shouted out into an empty room, into a blank canvas that I would defeat the forces of evil. And for the next 10 years of my life, I suffered the consequences, with autoimmunity, illness, and psychosis. As I got older, I realized there were no real winners and there were no real losers in psychological warfare, but there were victims and there were students. It wasn't David versus Goliath. It was a pendulum, eternally swaying from the dark to the light. And the more intensely that the light shone, the darker the shadow it cast. It was never really a battle for me to win. It was an eternal dance. And like a dance, the more rigid I became, the harder it got. The more I cursed my clumsy footsteps, the more I struggled. So I got older, and I learned to relax. And I learned to soften, and that dance got easier. It is this eternal dance that separates human beings from angels, from demons, from gods. And I must not forget, we must not forget, that we are human beings.
Wonderful fucking song. And a fantastic message there at the end.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Na.
So I think last time I checked, this video has like 52 million views or something like that. It's like pretty up there. And I deep dive 55 million. All his music is really good. He's talented. He's part of a band, I guess, and he does some solo stuff. I think he might currently even be in the hospital, like recovering from some issues.
Some mental health.
But yeah,
Sounds like it.
No, but what a hell of a song. That was a wild ride. It was definitely a story to listen to.
mm-hmm.
That is not your typical hip hop, just pop song.
Nope. I don't even know what like genre you'd call that.
Fucking jelly roll.
Yeah, jelly roll, Welsh jelly roll.
Acoustic. It's acoustic. Alternative acoustic? I have no idea. That's chill. And I like that message at the end. I think of I think of Tiff, and you know, there's good times and there's times where it gets a little rough. Yeah, it goes back and forth.
Gotta relax, and if you try too hard to be good, it's just gonna make things worse.
Yeah, but you know, it could be hard to relax too.
True. True
You know,
indeed.
a million things racing through your head, and you're told to breathe. Yeah, I get it. That doesn't mesh well all the time.
You guys like listening to that kind of stuff? I listen to that stuff.
No,
I don't like listen to it like regularly, but I'll listen to it as an art piece. Like I'll let it linger for a while.
Yeah, it would be intentional to listen to that. Not like it would come up on my Spotify playlist and I'm gonna listen through it. I'll be like,
Yeah, no.
not now, not now.
No. Hit him with a yeah, no.
Although I'd still want to see someone do that at a campfire. That'd be fantastic.
It was like you know those guys. I think their name is Deuces and Mero, the two New Yorkers who I don't know, they have like their own show. They just I think it's like two dudes from New York who just talk like us, kind of, you know, whatever they want to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
And they're talking about how they're like, oh, you know, J. Cole? Yeah, J. Cole, great rapper, right? I'm sure his music is great. When I listen to music, I don't want to fucking have to think. I just want to think about money, fat booties. Like, he's like, I don't want to think about you talking about all this stuff. I was like, that's funny. I get it. Sometimes you
I
just want to
get
be in
it.
a certain mood.
Sometimes you want to be in that mood, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like that song is you listen to that and I feel like I'm drained of energy and it's like it's time for bed.
Yeah, man. Snakes ain't always in the grass.
Yeah,
You know?
good song, man.
Can't tell if my audio is being recorded. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Yeah, I can
Yeah,
hear you.
I can't see it like jumping on like the that green, yellow, red bar.
Oh no, Matt has no audio this whole time.
No,
This
it's
whole
it
time.
when I mute it and unmute it, but I don't know. It says it's still recording, so we'll find out
Uh-oh.
later.
Snakes ain't always in the grass.
Should I just like stop and restart?
You can.
Stop, start.
Collaborate and listen.
It's still not like picking up. Whatever. As
Uh-oh.
long as you can hear me, I think it's gonna be fine. I hope it's fine.
Uh-oh. Whoa.
Matt's just gonna have a massive empty file that he sends over to me. It's all right.
2 files.
I got you.
Um,
Thanks. 2 files.
What's next?
I got boring stuff for you. Boring
Boring
stuff.
stuff.
Yeah. I got stuff like talk about what's happened in the past 2 weeks, essentially.
That's not boring to me. I like that stuff.
Well, I think last time we got together, we kind of briefly talked about, even if we brought it up, Elon Musk and Trump kind of getting at each other's throats. Elon Musk
Yeah.
was calling the big beautiful bill essentially trash and garbage, and then there was that whole tweet that he called Trump a pedophile, and then the nation moved on.
He retracted it though.
Yeah, he did. He apologized. He retracted it. Still said
He
it.
said he went too far.
Yeah, still said it.
Do you think like some people were saying that that was like a ketamine induced Twitter rant?
Maybe. It really could have been. I mean, I don't know what this guy does in his free time, and it seems like drugs are probably on the platter. Like
He's a K bomber for sure.
he seems like he definitely probably partakes. Yeah.
Wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all?
I mean, not
Maybe.
if I'm entrusted with big ass things such as running the government, or even having to give any type of consultation about how to run a government. Not the time to do it, but whatever.
It's stressful. This is the perfect time.
I guess. I don't know, but anyways, that happened. And then, like I said, we just kind of swept that under the rug, moved on, because the ICE immigration sweeps over in Los Angeles, and then Trump federalizing the National Guard, sending Marines, being the first time that troops have been deployed, or actually, first time the National Guard has been federalized in about 70 years, if I'm not mistaken. Civil rights era for, I don't know if it was Kansas, to escort children to school. That might have been it. Anyways, that quickly turned to the No Kings protest, with about 5 million people that showed up in some estimates in 2,100 cities.
That's
Matt
a
took
lot
me-
of people.
Yeah, Matt took me to one of those protests.
Wow, Matt.
Yeah.
I didn't know
Such
you
a
were.
good guy.
I didn't know you were a freaking lib cuck.
Yeah, he was like, dude,
Such a good guy.
you want to go with me? I was like, sure, I guess. And he just dragged me out there. What'd you think?
I'm just pioneering America.
What'd you see out there, Matt?
I saw extremely peaceful protests, I guess. Unblocked traffic, all lanes were open everywhere. What did we end up like concluding the number was like a 10K ish?
I don't know. Because I look at like other protests, I even think 10K was too much.
Even that. So, and I think I told you while I was there, I get it and I'm glad to see it and that it went well and peaceful. But at the same time, it's like I don't think this is even close to enough to make an impact. It
Yeah.
just feels showboaty.
But also, it's like the way I see it's like it's a part of the process that needs to be done. A protest.
Sure. It's like I understand like flexing civil rights and like your right to protest and assembly and speech and all that stuff and exercising those rights. But at the same time, if we're looking for like actual impact, I don't to me this does negligible amounts.
And I think it's okay. Like that's fine. And I think that's if you're looking at this and thinking one protest is gonna do immediate impact and direct changes, then you're looking at it wrong in my perspective.
I almost think sometimes, and it does more harm than good.
I don't know.
Like
A peaceful protest, though, I don't know if that does more harm than good.
I think it depends what you're dividing and like what you're protesting for, and what ends up happening is kind of you can determine.
Well, I just get it. Like, you would need to continue to voice your opinion, right? Like, the civil
Mhm.
rights movement didn't just happen because of one protest. No, it's like continued efforts towards a goal to expand rights for people.
Totally.
So in this extent, I think the biggest problem with the No Kings protest is the fact that there's really no single direction to put all this energy and effort towards. There's so many
Just a
things.
Trump hate rally. That's all it is.
There's there's a lot of things that people are upset about.
Yeah.
Just across the board.
Dang, I
Yeah.
should have put my GoFundMe out there. I probably could have got paid.
Yeah,
Maybe.
you know, I missed out on my Soros check though. That's Matt promised me. He said you're bound to get something in the mail for this.
You think everybody who went to one of this protests voted?
That's
No.
my other thing. I was thinking that. I don't think that, and that's
No.
the problem. I think I mentioned that to Ryan while we were there. I was like, "Do these people vote?"
Maybe not, but
Or maybe they're like they came around or like, oh, I didn't vote. Look, now I have to vote, so I'm going to
that
protest
I
instead.
Nah, dude.
I think it does help people be aware, and they might turn to vote. I don't think it goes against it. I think more people are inclined to vote because they're coming out than
Maybe.
they
I don't.
wouldn't
I
be
think it's
inclined to vote.
negligible. People won't. People will gladly go to like what they think is like a party event, a fun thing, and talk the talk, but they won't walk the walk. They won't vote.
But the people who will
And
walk
we
the
know
walk
people like that.
will also be there.
Both
Though.
sides. Yeah, but I don't think the protest makes you walk the walk.
No, it doesn't. But those people who will walk the walk will also be at the protest. So if you have a large number,
No,
of
I don't
people
even
at the
think that.
protest-
I don't even think that. I would have not gone and still voted,
Okay.
and I gotta stay at home. And because I think there's a lot of people like me. I think when it comes to this, it looks like I'm taking a moderate position, and I think there's a lot of just like silent moderates, silent majority moderates that are just like, this isn't. We don't agree, but we don't think this is gonna do anything. We almost think you're
pill
feeding into that. You're feeding into like the riot thing and your civil unrest stuff. It's like their hand.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I don't agree. I just think the protests in general are more beneficial than they are not beneficial.
Fair
But
enough.
it also needs a way to pivot this energy towards something, though. If we can't put it
But they
behind,
never do.
yeah, that's what I'm saying is the problem, though. If this energy can't be pivoted towards specific political actions, whether it's getting someone in office that we really want that represents ideals that represent most of those people or us, or moving specific legislation, if that doesn't happen, then like, yeah, this effort and energy does get wasted, which would require
It's
continued.
nice.
Yeah,
That's
it is
what
nice.
it is.
It is a little cathartic.
You go. Oh, that's nice.
It was definitely a little cathartic to be out there, but at the same time, can we continue to put pressure in the direction that it needs to be pushed, and is that the same direction we're all in agreement with?
No.
Yeah, and right now it's a no. I agree. Right now it's a no. There's too many split priorities. But
So that does bring me to remember how I was mentioning there was a little bit of breaking news before we started recording.
yeah, what was that?
Did you see who won the New York mayor primary?
Oh, so
Yeah.
you all right, I told you. I think this is a person you'll be excited about, and that you might.
I mean, I know that you're excited because they labels him as democratic socialist, but
Yeah.
he beat Cuomo.
I am very
Or
excited.
Cuomo conceded.
Very goes on Mamdani. Good job.
Mhm.
That
I'll
is-
have to do my
that's dope.
research. I don't know anything.
I know very little, but enough to be excited for Mamdani. I'm excited to see.
You
what
got a
happens.
horse in the race?
Horse in the race.
Horsey.
No, I just want to see if he can make an impact.
like
what
horsies?
happens? I think his election in that city will be influential for other locations to push for
He
candidates.
hasn't won. He's just
Cuomo
the
conceded,
Democratic.
though. I know.
Cuomo, but he didn't. But that he's just the Democratic. I don't think the Republican Party is going to beat and win in New York, but technically he hasn't won yet.
Yeah, you're right. He hasn't won, but this is normalizing for people to run as democratic socialists, because socialism and the word communism get interchanged and conflated, and people just are scared of it. They're
Can't
scared of
wait to
it.
hear. I can't wait to hear the negative democratic socialist slander that's going to come out from
Well, just
people.
watch Cuomo ads. They slammed this guy for 2 weeks essentially for being anti-Semitic. Like they're just hate ads on this dude for about like 2 weeks apparently. So
That's Islamophobic. If they're going to do that. Isn't he? Oh, he's Indian. What is that? Hindu phobic? I don't know. Is he Muslim or is he Hindu?
no, he's Muslim.
Muslim.
Yeah,
But he's from India, right?
I don't know, man. I don't
See, I don't
know.
know anything. I just
It's
know he
time
beat
to
Cuomo.
learn.
They're all the same. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I think this is what I hope this is a politician who doesn't get labeled as just all the same. Because I feel like that is a very common trope that's given out. And to me, it's not true. They really aren't all the same. Not every politician, I think, is in there just for themselves.
If I voted Yang Gang,
You know,
Yang Gang was going to change the world. Too early, though.
Matt believed in Yang Gang for that reason right there.
I
But
had believed in Yang Gang.
But I feel like with that belief, though, that if your government is just full of that, then you're just more nihilist and you're not going to care to do anything then. And to me, that's also like an approach that I see that kind of happens to some people. Like, it's aggravating when I see that, because I don't know, like what can I say to convince them that it's not? I can point to a few people, but they're for the most part will say like, well, that person's extreme in one direction or another. Like,
Well, I kind of feel that way. I kind of feel like no matter whatever effort I put in, it doesn't make a difference. So why would I bother making an effort?
yeah,
I
Disenfranchised.
definitely feel that way. Like it's just like what? Like well, who cares? They're like, like people ask me like, oh, how do you fix X, Y, or Z problem? And then it's like, okay, here's a solution that could probably work. And it's like, but then it always boils down to like, it's the people who are in charge of the money who never use it right. And I'm like, well, yeah, you got to get people who are going to use it right. And then that's just where it stops, right? If you don't get those people in the first place.
yeah. But being
Sounds nice.
disenfranchised just makes it worse, right? It feeds into what is already a bad cycle and then feeds right back to itself. So it's
But,
unfortunate.
that's why I'm like not into politics either. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's not gonna make a difference.
Well, I hope.
Sorry.
I'm hoping this guy is some light that it can make a small difference. That a difference could be made. We'll see.
I would love for honest politicians to be a thing, and you vote for people who are gonna do what they say. That'd be cool.
That would be great.
Oh my gosh.
But like even the good ones end up going like, this money and power stuff's kind of sick. Like, and like I have no repercussions for taking a bonus. Like, all right, you know what? I'm gonna take a bonus. Why don't I deserve it?
It kills me. What else we had? We had high profile arrests over immigration policies. Wave of symbolic arrests. New York City Comptroller Brad Lander, Senator Alex Padilla from California.
Too local. Talk bigger.
Oh, yeah. Talk bigger. What?
Yeah. No, like we haven't even talked about Iran and Israel. I don't want to talk about the comptroller in California. What are you talking about?
Dude, I'm just going right over. Don't worry, I'm getting there. Let's see.
Dude, we're gonna get drafted.
Pretty much, you had Democrats being arrested.
Dude, they're gonna change the rules. We'll get drafted. It's fine.
And released. Let's see.
If that happened, I'm leaving. I got bone spurs.
All right, Matt's favorite here. Iran nuclear dispute and military threats also happened. That's more recently. That was like, dude, the past 5 days, 3 days.
We're going to war, boys.
Intelligence chiefs informed senators that Iran is not currently building a nuclear weapon, directly contradicting Trump's claims of weeks away status. Yet Trump is reportedly considering a bunker buster strike on Fordow.
Hell yeah, get him with that bunker buster, baby.
Your news is late.
Which is no longer a reportedly considering, by the way. That is it happened.
Yeah. Refresh the page, Ryan.
And this move has sparked calls for congressional authorization, but he did it without it. Yeah, so that happened.
He's sending us to war. Him and Israel and Iran might be in on it too, for all I know.
I got hints that there was dispute whether or not they actually succeeded in the targets, cannot
Yep.
confirm nor deny. Which one is
He
the?
says they did. He said they wiped them out, that they don't have a nuclear program. So now you claimed it. They're gone, and you claimed a ceasefire, that they're going to stop doing this. Let's see if it holds. If it holds, good for you. Honestly, if it does hold, I have to give him a huge W. Huge W. But if I don't think this holds by the end
I
of the
thought
year.
I thought the ceasefire was already stopped or whatever.
That's also
There was a couple things
what I
that like there were a
heard.
couple things that I know, but it was like extra. I'm gonna like give him the benefit of the doubt here. From
Okay.
what I heard, there was like 1 or 2 rockets that he shot off like at the end, that maybe they didn't pull back early enough, and then Israel like retaliated, which I think was like overkill, which is what Trump was saying on the news today, that he's mad that Israel retaliated on the extra Iran shit. Um, but I haven't heard anything since then. Like, there's no like. It seems like it has stopped.
Okay. I guess we'll see.
But they evacuated Al Udeid Air Force Base. Remember how I posted in the chat? I was like, dude, they don't do this like just randomly, right? This base really close, and then a few days later, they attacked it. You know what I mean? It's just theatrics. It's just bullshit.
So
True.
they knew or expected an attack on the base, emptied it
No,
to let it
they
be
let
attacked,
them attack it. They let it get attacked.
which was the
They
point of
emptied
the
it, so they're
movement.
like, "Hey, you can shoot this. We're gonna defend it a little bit, but you can get your little lick back
Right.
after we like got you, even though we been getting you for the last 70 years."
We'll let you get one. Come on, just
Yeah,
right here.
it wasn't even that. It was like right here.
Oh, you get one tap on the hand.
Yeah, but nothing hit, no casualties. They didn't lose any infrastructure. Makes no sense. It literally makes no sense.
But uh, Trump got to use his bombs, and honestly, I think the guy just wants to look like a war hero. And this
Yeah,
this
but
is
he's
one
picking
way
and
to do it.
choosing like the wrong things.
Oh,
I think he's,
absolutely.
but I also think he knew. Remember, I told you, I think they knew the whole time, like the whole moving the embassy at the very beginning. Like I put in one of our chats. Why didn't this happen in North Korea? You know what I mean? North Korea is a way bigger threat to like literal American casualties on the South Korean side, like all bases in Japan, and they have a nuke. Why don't we care? You know what I mean? Like
Would the counter be because they currently have a nuke, and so what if they used it on us before we were able to
North
come down?
Korea. I mean, we should
I don't
be
know.
there. Like, we should be eliminating that threat. Like, we've threatened to kill, um, the Ayatollah, like directly. Like, Trump's like, we see you at all times. You
Mhm.
cannot hide. You're telling me we can't do that to North Korea? Like,
I don't know, man. Is the
Iran is like
alliance
Iran is like a legit, stable first world country. Even though we kind of sent them back like a few years, like during like Carter's presidency, and like made them Islamic extremists from the
or
top down, but
maybe a known alliance between North Korea and Russia it makes it, I don't know,
that alliance
less.
exists with Iran as well.
I don't. Yeah, but what I'm getting at is there might be stipulations that the government is more privy to about why you wouldn't attack North Korea than you would maybe Iran. I don't. That maybe. I'm trying to just come up with ideas why.
Why?
No.
Why?
That's the best I
Because
got so
Korean
far.
food is way better. That's why.
So they don't
Makes
want to
no
destroy
sense.
the food.
Yeah, the food's way better.
Kimbap.
Yeah, I
Like
don't
me some
know.
kimbap.
And North Koreans love basketball. It's their favorite sport.
Well, I hope it doesn't escalate
Part
like
of it is
that.
also, I think that I believe Trump believes that Iran tried to assassinate him.
I
Pretty
could
sure I
see
heard
that.
him say that.
I could see that. It doesn't seem like
Unfortunately, it didn't pan out, huh?
We'll see what happens in the next few months.
at best nothing. Nothing happens.
I
That'd be
saw.
great.
You guys seen like I don't know what would you want to call it, Iranian Twitter that's like putting out all these threats and stuff.
No, I did
Dude,
not.
do you ever look at the handles though? Because they're always different. I feel they're all parody accounts, like the Iranian, like it pops up on my Twitter too, but it's always a different account. But it says Iran Army.
Yeah, there's like different ones, right? I don't know who it's real and what's not. I just think they're funny.
Yeah, the Death to America stuff. It feels like that's just Russian bots just trying to make Americans hate Iranians and stoke Islamophobia.
Saw one or something like, oh, Iran is waking up thousands of sleeper cells in the United
Oh
States.
my god.
Yeah.
Like we're gonna do an attack. And then all the comments were like, oh yeah, like you had all these sleeper cells, they've been here for 10 years and they ain't do nothing because they know what's gonna happen.
And even if like we get sleeper cells, like you're telling me the number one militarized and intelligent country in the world couldn't find these guys? I couldn't figure this out. Like, especially with the Patriot Act, like how did these guys outsmart us?
Yeah, that would be a huge, big L for a government.
Yeah.
It
And
happened,
then
you
I
know.
would
It
and
happened.
then,
I'm sure there's some people that we haven't caught, right? There gotta be some good spies out there.
I guess.
I,
I
I
don't
don't
know
think
though.
we don't know every spy. How did 9/11 happen, right?
You also don't want to give the government a reason to actually,
Patriot Act didn't exist before 9/11.
blow your country up.
I don't think we're gonna get plane hijackings again. I think we kind of locked that one down, but
No, but just in general, right? Like there's that fine line. We are the bear, and that's poking the bear. It did take it took nothing for Iraq. Weapons of mass destruction, literally not a thing, and they charged in and just blew the place up.
Blow the man
entering
down.
entering the Middle East under false pretenses. Haven't seen that one before. Trump, I think he called it the 12-day war, so technically he got himself involved in a war in his presidency.
And honestly, I do think he is shallow enough to be like, this is my war hero moment. I'm good. And like keep it there and like stop. Hopefully.
He wants it. I think he knows that if he stops now and everything stops, he gets the W here. But let's just see if Israel's like not on my watch.
Yeah.
So Ryan, are you anti-Semitic or what?
Oh God. No, of course
I
not.
think you're anti-Semitic. I think that's what I'm getting from this.
How do you
You hate Jews and you don't want to fight for Israel.
It is wild how I think Ted Cruz's interview with Tucker Carlson.
Oh, that's great, dude.
Yeah. Just
When
kind of,
Tucker Carlson has become a
it
what
was
do you, I don't know what
interesting.
the word is.
Yeah, it was interesting to be like watching Tucker Carlson be like, I'm liking what he's doing right here.
A beacon for logic. Maybe that's what I could call him.
Like you're right,
to an
Tucker.
idiot at Cruz?
It does make sense to ask someone a
Right,
question.
but you know, it's just ironic, right? Because Tucker Carlson was on the opposite side of the coin, whatever it was, just a few years ago when he was just spewing whatever people told him to spew, right?
Yeah. Depends who's paying him.
They took away Lola Bunny's Big Naturals. That was Tucker Carlson. They made
Damn
the
it.
green M&M not sexy anymore.
Damn it, Tucker.
It'd be
What
so
else we got?
easy to be one of these news anchors. You don't even have to think. You just have to say what they tell you to say, and you get paid. What? That's awesome. That is a job.
Yeah.
They're like, we like your look, so just come here, and if you're cool with just saying whatever we want, like we'll pay you a lot.
What section of the news would you do? Or I guess what segment?
If I had a choice,
Yeah, what segment would you be anchoring?
do I get paid the same no matter what I do, or what?
Yeah, man.
Or if I'm like the lead anchor, do I get paid the most? You know what I mean?
Whichever ideal position you would want. So you'd be paid sufficiently enough for that. Whatever you think that is. Is you talking sports, Matt? Which one? I feel like you'd do the sports segment.
Okay.
Yeah, I would do sports.
I think weather is easy.
I was also thinking weather.
Weather is easy.
think
And I
I'd
did
like to do
weather.
weather.
I don't mind, but like if I'm let's just throwing out random numbers. If I make 100 grand doing the weather, and I'd make like 400 grand being the lead anchor, I'd rather be the lead anchor.
True.
But if you can make 400 grand doing weather,
Yeah, I'd probably do weather. It's like you don't have to think. Like somebody tells you what's the weather, and you just have to point at the green screen and be like, yeah.
600
might
Technically,
grand.
they look up the weather. Technically.
So
Well,
where's
there you
that?
go. You gotta use your program that tells you what the weather is,
Weather.com.
and then you just have to spew it out. That's why all these like European and Hispanic countries just have unqualified chicks as eye candy for their weather people.
Unqualified. How dare you? They capture your attention and tell you some news. Sounds qualified.
Yeah, but I could do that.
You're doing it right now.
I could do
I
that.
am captivated. Bobby's a weatherman. Yeah, I'm probably going weatherman. Matt's doing sports. Anything on the sports docket, Matt?
Yeah, the Oklahoma City Thunder just won the NBA championship in 7 games. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is Finals MVP. Game 7 was good for the first 6 minutes until Tyrese Halliburton popped his Achilles tendon,
Oh, ouch.
and the air came out of the room, even though they were in Oklahoma. Even the championship was like not very exciting after they won, but congrats to them.
I mean,
Uh,
no one. I don't think anyone
what?
likes to see anyone get injured,
No, it was super deflating. I was like
right?
super sad. I wanted to see everyone at full strength, and it's just so sad that you get that far, the biggest game of your career, the biggest game you might ever play in your life, and you blow your Achilles is crazy.
Oh, that's unfortunate. I hope he heals up and gets back to it.
I
Yeah, I
hope so.
kind of wanted them to win too.
Yeah, it would have been cool to see.
Were they favored?
What? No,
No,
No, but still.
but they weren't even favored to get that far.
Ooh,
they
So-
were
nice.
they were not favored in every single matchup they had since the beginning of the playoffs. They were the underdog.
That's wild.
Yep. And they went to Game 7 with the number 1 team in the league. So it'll always be talked about. It'll probably be the one of the biggest what could have been things.
Mm-hmm.
That and Derrick Rose, but this is pretty significant. Game 7 of the finals is pretty significant, but like a what if, this is pretty up there.
This is
Uh,
ESPN's 30 for 30. What if in
Mhm,
like 5
mhm.
years from now?
Yep. The Boston Celtics have traded away 2 significant pieces from their team. Goodbye, Kristaps Porzingis and Drew Holiday. They got Anthony Simons. CJ McCollum went to the Pelicans, whatever that means to you. Shohei's pitching seems like he's doing okay. Dodgers are doing decent.
Oh yeah,
The
we're back
Giants.
in what is it? The sports lull, where it's only baseball, right?
Yep.
Ugh, gross.
Giants got Rafael Devers, who was a significant player from the Red Sox.
Never even heard of that guy's name in my entire life.
Yeah.
Bob, do you enjoy going to games at least? Like if you go to a baseball game, or is that
If I'm not sitting in the sun,
I
Yeah.
think that's fair. Sitting in the sun that's not fun. I don't like that.
but it's like, at that point, if we're talking about going to a baseball game, I would probably get the same amount of enjoyment as if I was doing a different activity, but like with the same people. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Like if it was like, oh, let's go to Ryan's house and just hang out, I'd probably get the same amount of enjoyment.
Yep.
Than going to a Dodger
Dodger
game
game.
or whatever.
The Dodger games don't really add to it at all.
Like, not for me. It's cool. Like if you've never done it before, like yeah, I think it's an experience. But like just not being into it, it's more of like I could do it a couple times. Like if I didn't go to a Dodger game for several years, which I think that's how I am right now. Like I don't care, but
I
it's a little different.
prefer
Like Laker game, I'd want to go to a Laker game.
Yeah. I prefer a specific setting for Dodger games. Like the evening golden hour, not in the sun, not too hot, but you're not gonna catch me in the summer, like in like the nosebleeds or, chilling on like a random hot day. It's gotta be like the right setting. That's a nice feeling at Dodger Stadium when you're there at the right time.
If
can't
I go
disagree.
to one of these things with somebody who's like really into it, then I'm a little more interested. Like if I can ask you a bunch of questions and you're like, let's say you know all the little nuances of whatever the baseball, then yeah, it's more entertaining for me. I get something out of it.
That makes me think of like having an art historian with me looking at art history or something.
That'd be cool.
Right?
AI will
It-
probably be that in the future.
It makes right because it's like you're like, oh, why is this moment intense? Why is everybody like at the edge of their seat? I'm just sitting there like, Is he going to hit a home run or something, or like?
Yeah, hopefully he does, or I guess hopefully he doesn't. That's
Other sports news: Lakers Genie Bus sold majority ownership to Mark Walter, owner of or part owner of TWG Global.
What's TWG
do
Global?
they
It's like
own?
their conglomerate of like sports ownership. I think it's like their.
It's not Time Warner Group or something.
It might be, but I don't know.
Do they own the Dodgers?
They do own the Dodgers.
Okay.
So what they did with the Dodgers was they opened up the purse and spent a lot of money. They can't do that in the NBA exactly because there's a salary cap. But it's somehow people are optimistic that it's gonna more money's gonna flow into the Lakers thing, and so they think
Yeah,
it's a good thing.
that's what I was talking about with Angus. Like, yeah, it's we have money, but they put in those stops so that people can just abuse having rich owners.
Yeah, I think they're saying though that the money is gonna go into like investing in the team because apparently the Lakers have been run like a quote unquote mom and pop like back like in the day with the Bus family, but now they're gonna invest in I don't know, kind of how like I'm assuming something similar to that. You know how the Clippers restored Two Strike Park and like that community involvement stuff, like to
Uh-huh.
try to expand the franchise, like stuff like
Do you
that.
think they mean like? Do you think it means like, oh, instead of a million, or instead of a $500,000 personal trainer, not everybody gets $1 million personal trainer. You know what I mean? Like the quality of your staff and what you're coaching maybe goes up.
Maybe if
Right?
they can do that.
I don't think that qualifies as salary cap, right? Salary cap is just players on the
I
game.
don't know. That would be a good place to put the money, to be honest,
Because
is
like,
all that
yeah,
stuff.
if I can't
Maybe
throw,
coaching?
yeah, like
Coaching
yeah,
if
exactly. Like coaching, does coaching affect salary cap? I don't think so.
Mhm.
So like there, you could spend whatever you want on a coach, sure, and all the assistant coaches and your fitness trainers and your doctors and that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Maybe even the entertainment at halftime just, like, goes up and the sponsorship can go up, and there's just, like, money that can just different avenues that the money could go now, supposedly.
Yeah, but I don't think it. There's like the whatever you call it, the surface level. I don't know, fan who's like, oh, now we can just like we're gonna pay Giannis and Jokic and they're gonna come on our team and
Yeah, it doesn't work like that. That's not what's gonna happen, but who knows? As long as it equals more wins, I'll take it. More
yeah,
championships.
I don't know if we're gonna be championship ready next season, but we'll find out.
Yeah,
At least we'll
Lakers.
find out.
Lakers had no moves, no trades, no deals.
Not yet.
I just don't think there's that many moves available to us.
What's the
There's
most
not.
likely, if any?
We're looking for a center, but there's not really a center in the market. The thing is, a lot of things depend on. I think tomorrow, actually, tomorrow is the NBA draft. And so there might be a couple trades with the picks right before, if any, but then also people are going to wonder who got who. And a lot of things just depend on tomorrow. But I don't know. It doesn't look the best for the Lakers at the moment, according to Lakers chatter.
Hmm,
Yeah,
not a
it'll
lot
be
of
another
confidence.
rough season. I feel,
Unless we find a random tall person, it's not looking good.
and we need two of them too. It's not like we
Two of
really,
them. We have no talls.
yeah, those are pretty important in basketball.
Hmm.
Serviceable talls.
And when is LeBron expected to retire?
Within the next 5 years is my guess.
I guess two, which is crazy to even. I I want to say two. I hope three. I hope he plays with Bryce, but if he does more than one, I'd be like, dude, this guy is legendary.
I mean, he's definitely going to play more than one more year.
You
Because
think?
he's not retiring this year.
After this year, you just never know like how this year might go. You know what I mean? Like if he gets injured, like it's like I'm done.
If he gets injured this year, I still think he'll play next year because he's going to have the farewell tour. He's not going to just like stop in the middle of it and be like, I'm done.
Yeah, the
He's got to
farewell
have
tour thing.
Did
he's
he
got to have his
carry?
farewell.
Did he carry an injury at all last year?
Hmm. Groin.
I mean, if it's groin,
Apparently, there's a rumor that he had back surgery, but
I'm wondering, like Matt, you're thinking of like a more impactful
Significant?
injury, yeah, significant injury, like
well, any injury as you get older is just more significant. So
guess.
even if he like rolled his ankle, like could be bad news.
5 years sounds wild, but yeah, I would definitely think you're right, Bobby. Within 5 years.
Yeah, I think it'll be like he'll play these next two, and then after these two, because his contract is up what in 2 seasons? This season, and then he has the next one.
Maybe with a player option at the end.
Like he might sign like a 2-year goodbye contract, or even just a 1-year goodbye contract, and then do the
Mhm.
farewell tour.
Yeah,
Because then
I'd I'd pay to
Adam
see that.
Silver's gonna ask him to do a farewell tour because every single one of those tickets is gonna go be crazy.
Yeah,
TV's gonna be crazy.
and they saw how it worked for Kobe.
Yeah, he's gonna try to do what Kobe did, but he can't. He won't.
It'll work. It won't
I,
feel the same, but it'll work.
Kobe's gonna have the best farewell tour in my lifetime.
I
I forget.
I agree. You can't end your career on a 60-point win. Come from behind was pretty good.
And he's more loved.
Who was Bryce, by the way? You mentioned you wanted to see LeBron play with Bryce.
Bryce is his younger son.
Oh, is
Yes.
he
Guess where he's currently playing? Actually, he hasn't started yet, but guess where he's about to play?
committed to USC?
Nope.
Oh, Arizona.
Yep.
Dope. He's a
Mhm.
Wildcat.
Yep.
Gonna
He's
be
going to be a
Wildcat.
freshman at U of A next season.
I have
Wow.
not really been following since Sean Miller left. I don't know how Arizona's doing. It
Mhm.
seems to be just fine.
They did good last year. They played against Duke in like the Elite Eight, I think.
Perfect. Good job. Nice.
Yeah, we did pretty good. Almost beat Duke.
Almost beat Duke, baby.
And they have the #1 overall pick who's going to be a superstar.
So then Bryce does a year, gets drafted, and then plays.
He'll
with
probably
his
do
dad.
more than 1 year. Bryce isn't that good. Like he's not he's not a one and done.
What's the
I
potential?
thought
He
he was
might-
better than Bronny.
Yeah.
He might have some pull. He might have some pull because of LeBron, just like Bronny did. But I think Bronny was better than Bryce at this age, at this time, before Bronny had his heart issue. I think.
You think so?
But-
I don't know.
I'll have to look at like what kind of prospects they are because I really don't know.
I thought Bryce was better, but
He's taller.
I
He's
actually
definitely
don't know
taller.
either.
Taller than Bronny.
Exciting. We'll find out pretty soon.
All right, buddies. Should we end this?
We have done it.
We've done it. We made it to 10 o'clock at night.
We did. And this 10 o'clock is enough o'clock.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Don't forget to like and subscribe if you made it this far. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment. Tell us any other songs you want us to react to. Tell us how cute Theo is. And share with your friends. Did I miss
Yeah.
something?
That was beautiful, dude. That was one big, beautiful ending. It should be a bill.
Nice.
We should call it that.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Good night, Jim. No. Good night, Art.
Later, Art. Jim, no. Nice.
Pixels racing where the stories are bold. A weird news twist with a grin to hold. Round the mic, the warmth never gets cold.